Hi, everybody. Cristina here from DashStrom Run Clubs. And today I'm here with my recently graduated client, Denise Santos from Daring Dashers Run Club. And she is in Southern California. And Denise, I'm so grateful that you hopped on here and you're willing to talk to me and to us just to share a little bit about your experience. So I have seen this humongous transformation in you, right? And yes, this is about a business and about income and being profitable, but more than anything, what I tell people is like the Run Club is a vehicle for your own personal development, right? For you to find you. So if you can tell me a little bit, like, what were you feeling when you started? And then I'll ask you what it was now, and we can take it from there.
Honestly, when I started, I spoke to Amy. I spoke to Jeff first and Amy, and they asked me so many questions. And I came to a point where I was so convinced that I really want to do this because the training sounded so extensive, and like every step of the way I'm guided, and that's what I needed. I was so timid. Just a quick background, I knew in the US, I knew in California, I have nobody connected with in California. So I needed something for myself. As a stay-at-home mom and a homeschooler, I needed something for myself as a business, an extra money maker, and at the same time not leave my kids at a daycare or something. And the sound of Run Club was so attractive to me because of the tools that it came with. They told me about the checklist that it came with, the training, the 8-week training. And that was something that I needed. That was a guide, a support that I needed. And yeah, I was so timid in the beginning. I didn't know where to start. I was overwhelmed with the checklist. So yeah, that's where I started.
Okay. And then how did do you hear that noise? I don't know. Okay, so I apologize for the noise. It's gonna continue until it stops because I don't know how to stop it. So what, at the beginning, how was your experience with us? Like, did you were you still like, did you feel supported? Did that checklist start working after all? So how was how was it working with us?
I absolutely felt the support. The call 3 days a week was so helpful. That call, because in the beginning, I honestly felt like there was a point where it went down. I was excited in the beginning, and then it went down like, oh my gosh, am I failing because I don't know how to do this LLC? I don't know how to do DBA. Do I have to go there? It's the pandemic. People are weird. So there was a point where I went down emotionally. I kind of felt like I was stuck at some point, and then we had COVID and all the emotions were running. But then the 3 days a week was consistent. People are showing up, people are supporting each other. You were very supportive. Sarah, my accountability coach, is very supportive. She emailed me, look, where are you at now? And I would tell her I'm behind, and she would go, it's okay if you're behind, it's normal, just show up. You encouraged me to still show up, even if I felt shame that I'm falling behind, because I did feel it. I did feel like, oh my gosh, I'm so far behind. I'm supposed to be on week 4, but I'm still on week 1. But you told me to show up, and there is a checklist that I just need to follow. I just need to be able to check off one thing at a time, not to overwhelm myself with so many things. That's one of the important things that I learned from you, is not to overwhelm my day with so many tasks, just to do the next right thing. I will never forget. You told me that do the next right thing. So yeah, from that low point, it just went incline. I was able to check one thing at a time. The feeling of productivity and accomplishment was actually what motivated me to do the next right thing.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's the growth mindset right there.
Right.
Yeah, because it's, it's just take the next step, be successful at it, celebrate it, then takes the next one, be successful, celebrate it, and so on and so forth. So, and that's super normal, like for anybody that's watching, like at first, like this is, it's fear. It's like, oh my God, like, I don't know if I can do this. Then you take the jump and you start doing it. Then it's overwhelmed. Then it's like, oh, what did I do? Because things aren't, there's no magic unicorn and things, aren't lollipops and rainbows. So then it goes down. But then it's like, okay, so now I'm going to buckle down. And that's when you become the entrepreneur that you need to be to have a successful business. When you make that decision of, I'm not going to be in shame. I'm not going to worry about what I can't control or what's past. I'm going to do the next right thing. And now I'm going to look forward. And that's how you become who you need to be successful. So who did you become?
Oh my gosh. There's so many things I became. I learned to be part of this community where I live in, where I was new at. I learned to make that step to meet other people, because otherwise I won't have any clients. I learned how to approach people, not just to talk to, because as a stay-at-home mom, you usually end the day with just being around kids, talking to kids, So I learned how to, hey, you know what? Let's go to the park. Let me say hi to the other moms, I learned that. I learned to do the legwork for the business. It was good. It's an option for me to go to LegalZoom and have them do everything for me. But I put it on myself to actually do all the steps so I can learn how it works here in this country. And I know you have new clients that are new in the US too. And when you asked me to go on this call, I actually thought of them or your future clients that would be in the same position as I was. Encourage them to, doing the steps that were made for them on the checklist will actually help us get to know the process here or wherever they are at in a new county or a new city in the US. I just lost my train of thought.
That's awesome. So, because it is by doing the work, by doing things that you're uncomfortable doing, again, that you start building those muscles to become the entrepreneur that you need to be to have a successful business. And I want to honor that path in you because like you would come to the calls and, your kids were like you were breastfeeding, but you made it happen. And like in our world, like we honor that, like that's like an amazing thing. Like we want you, we don't want you to give up the mom that you want to be just so that you can have the business that you want to have. They have to come together. And I think that you are an incredible example of that. So,
oh, that's so nice. It's so sweet. I definitely sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say if there was anything else you wanted to share about who you became or the process or anything before I let you go. Cause I know I was like 15 minutes tops. I promise.
Another thing was I definitely learned how to accept no for an answer because starting this business, there was a lot of no's. It was sore. And now I take it with okay, thank you. Maybe next time. Let me know. Actually, this another thing that I learned is, may I know why you're saying no at this time? Maybe I can do something better with what I'm offering, or we can you know, there's something else I can offer with my run club. But yeah, it's something that I learned and it's working.
N- Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. All right. Well, I just wanted to thank you so much for your time. I did want to focus our conversation on the mindset part of of your
Yeah.
journey, because I feel like that was such, like, from somebody seeing you from the outside, that like was such a big thing. And I couldn't be prouder of the person that you've become. And
Thank
you're such a
you.
shining light for all of us. And thank you for sharing your story. And daringdashers.com, if you are in Southern California, check her out. And yeah, and this
Thank
is not the end of our journey,
you. Yes.
but in terms of this video, I just wanted to say thank you. And if you're watching this and you relate to Denise's story, and the only way that you overcome is by taking action. And your first action is to book a call so that we can find out if we can help you or not in the first place. Like Denise said, we are going to ask you a ton of questions to make sure that we can get you to your results. So book a call, dsrunclub.com/apply, and we'll catch you on the other side.